Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, we going live, man. We had to go live because I'm watching something that is heartbreaking. Okay, we sat back in prime time and all of this, the hoopla and the big game that they had against North Dakota State. They put out the victory, but 28-0 donut right now, and at halftime between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Now, when you look at the stats, okay, Shedeur Sanders right now is 13 for 23, 129 yards with a interception. That interception is a pick six. A pick six. Now, look at the running. Now, Charlie Offerdahl, 2 carries, 4 yards. Dalen Hayden, 2 carries, 3 yards. And Shedeur Sanders, 5 carries for minus 24 yards. 9 carries total, and for Shedeur, those are literally sacks and minus minus on the field, but minus 17 total rushing yards, minus 17 total rushing yards, and passing yards 129 yards. Now that pick six was huge, and last week they put out a victory against North Dakota State subdivision FCS, and we thought that was something. They pulled it out. And then Dion, I know y'all want me to lose, but the way that it's going on right now, I believe that these guys, it's going to be a long season. The Big Ten is very competitive, and it's going to be a long season. Now, this is Nebraska, okay, 80,000 strong. And the way that they're playing right now, it seems like they don't even have a plan. It seems like they scripted their first 10, 15 plays. The first was screen right, second screen left. Okay. And it just put them in a box, but it looks like they're not respecting the game of football. They're not respecting the game of football. Before I give a little more commentary, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on some of the statistics for Nebraska, because Nebraska's playing with a freshman 5-star quarterback, and that's Dalen, Riola. And he's 14 out of 17, 126 yards, 1 touchdown. Okay, Dante Dowdale is 9 for 47, 2 touchdowns. Ramir Johnson, 5 catches, 22. Dalen, basically he's 2 carries for, 11 yards. And these are rushing yards, my bad. Those 9 carries and 5 carries for 22 and 47. And then Ja'Cory Barney Jr., 1 carry for 7 yards. So they basically strategically taken what the Colorado Buffaloes is giving them. Okay. Now the Colorado Buffaloes, it looks like I got to be brutally honest. Okay. Now you got the star-studded, the NILs and the traffic hunters, and I'm watching the commercials at halftime, and I'm watching these guys do their thing, but it's kind of strange that football is, you're supposed to play the game. Okay, this is why we play the game. But it seems like everything else that matters more than the game of football is what they're concentrating on. Because when I look at the play calling, okay, now, basically those of you who have played youth football, coach youth football, played high school, you just got to play the game. The game is to be played how it's to be played. You cannot draw up a scheme or basically play the game that you want to play unless you have ultra talent, meaning you have way more talent than the opponent. So it looks like the Deion Sanders and his offensive coordinator, they're basically just saying, you know what, get the ball to Hunter. Okay. Get the ball to Will, get the ball to Jimmy Horn. They're not really strategically calling the game because it looks like they're just guessing. And then when you look at Nebraska, they're taking what the defense gives them. They're pretty much running play action. And I'm looking at these guys just sit back with an empty backfield, okay, making not one adjustment, because when they go empty backfield, Nebraska blitz their 2 inside backers on stunts, okay, and it confuses the offensive line and these pass pressures, and this is what attributed to, and I believe, 5 sacks. Okay, because they have Shedeur at 5 carries, minus 24 yards. So it looks like he's been sacked 5 times. But they're not making any adjustments. They think that they could just throw it to Travis Hunter, just throw me the ball. And even on one of the plays in the last drive, Travis Hunter got so upset with Shedeur Sanders because he basically just wanted him to just throw the ball this way. But Shedeur, took on pressure right out the gate and couldn't really, get a good pass over there that was actually catchable. So it's basically, in my mind, I'm looking at a team or a program who's more on the clicks, who's more on the NIL deals, more on the commercials, more on all of this, because they are not playing the game the way that it's supposed to be played. The football gods will punish you if you line up in a shotgun on the goal line and your quarterback is in the end zone. Okay, first thing you do, you run that ball, just play the game the way it's supposed to be played, get some space, but they sit back, put this man in the shotgun, empty backfield, so the only way he can do is a quarterback, sneak. But he sat back, dropped back, eyeballed the receiver, threw a pick six. And I sat back and I'm sitting back like, wow, are we looking at something, that's going to be troublesome for the rest of the year? And it looks like that they're still calling plays, and the team, the defense knows what their offense is doing. They're pretty basic, but I don't know. This looks strange to me. And like I said, I respect Deion Sanders. I respect his coaching staff. But when you have these players who you are on NIL deals and how many Instagram followers they got, and then all the clicks that they get, the likes and the followers, then you will get caught up in trying to get the ball to people when you want to get it to them to basically spread the wealth, to basically get their NIL up, to get their stats up, and to help them positioning in the draft. But I'm sitting back, when you play football, you got to take what the offense gives you. You literally got to take what the offense is giving you, and they're not doing that. And it's an embarrassment. It's 28-0 in the first half, and it looks like they don't have, all they could do is just sit back and play, pitch and catch. Look like they could just run 7-on-7, because if I was Colorado, I'm going to go basically scrap the first half. We're not looking at no film, and we're going to start all over. We're going to play the football game the way it's supposed to be played, and we're going to basically walk out of here. If we do take the L, it's going to be a respectful L, but this can get out of control real fast if they continue to try to do what they want to do, opposed to what the offense or the defense is giving them. And that's how the game's play. So I just wanted to step in on the Better Black America Sports halftime report, because this was very frustrating. 28-0 at the half. And like I said, I'm going to sit back and watch and critique and see what they're going to do, because right now it's not looking good for the Colorado Buffaloes. So with that being said, y'all have a great day and enjoy the rest of the game. And this has been the Bouchon Glove